My name is Jordan Hendler. I'm the Executive Director for the Washington Metropolitan Auto Body Association, and we're here today with the people from Greco Publishing, the publisher of our Hammer Dolly magazine, and we just wanted to take a few minutes to let you as the readership get to know the people that are behind the magazine that you see every month. Next to me is Tom Greco. He's the president of Greco Publishing, and I'll let him introduce the folks that are behind Greco Publishing.
Thanks, Jordan. To my left is Joel Gostin. He's the editor of Hammer Dolly. Leah Valachi, who is our art director, and Norman Morano is our advertising sales director.
So just a few questions for you guys today, to jump right into what the magazine does. In your opinion, what are the biggest issues facing the industry or the magazine at this time? And we'll let Joel kind of take this one as the, writer of many of the stories that we see.
Sure. Well, I think the biggest issue in the industry is also our magazine's biggest issue, in the fact that these cars coming out today are not made the same way they were 10, 5, or even 2 years ago. So there's a consistent and constant need for increased technical education in this industry. The shops that want to maintain their reputation and competitiveness have to know how to fix these cars. That iCar course these guys took 10 years ago is completely irrelevant now. So our challenge as a publication is to provide editorial that fits that demand. We're very fortunate in that we have a technical writer, Larry Montanez, who is, in my opinion, peerless in communicating these needs to the industry. So certainly that's a demand I think WMABA is facing as well, and will very likely be the main issue we all face long into the future.
What's your advice to repair shops in this economy?
There's no such thing as too much marketing. And when I say marketing, I don't necessarily mean a radio spot or a print ad or yellow pages, things like that. When I say marketing, I mean getting out into your communities, getting out to the people who will ultimately utilize your services. So that can be getting involved in your local school, PTO, PTA, Little League. If there's a career day in school, go to it. The little kids might not necessarily be impressed, but their parents who drive certainly will be. So I would utilize that opportunity to grow your business face-to-face with your community. And as tough as it is to find the time, find it. There's no such thing as too much time to promote your business.
Go ahead, Tom.
I also think along those lines, marketing, that this is an industry that is known for being very traditional and very afraid of change. Today, there's so much of the social networking blowing up that even though these shops, are stuck in their old ways, you have to look into that, because that is a major way of getting your shop's name into, just casual customers.
Non-traditional marketing.
Absolutely, it's something that, for years I've been a big newspaper reader. Today, a lot of the reading's done on it, whether it be on the computer, on the iPad, and I don't read the newspapers that traditional way like I used to. And I fought it for the longest time, but you have to go along with technology, and you have to take advantage of it. It's the only way to stay ahead. And the other thing that I want to say in terms of shops dealing with the economy is take advantage of associations. They have all the knowledge that you need to improve your business, and they're right there in your area, like WMABA. Just take advantage of that and learn and move forward. You can't look back, and you can't rest on your laurels.
Leah, so on the marketing side, or trying to catch people's attention, when you're putting together a layout, how do you catch the reader's attention by using the different graphics?
One of the first things I start with is finding an image that can visually convey the main idea of a story, and trying to make the page dynamic with the headline, a call out that might pull from an interesting concept in the story. Just get the reader's eye the minute they look at the page, so that it pulls them into the story.
So, speaking of revolutions and things of that nature, the social media is a big thing, but, how do you think, when you're talking about the magazine, what are some things that kind of bring it into, how it's more pertinent for shops to pay attention to what's going on? What are some of the things that you think makes a difference to that?
Well, you know, a lot of shops just don't have the time to get out of their shops. I mean, they work so hard just to make $1, and at the end of the day, they're tired. They want to go home. They may not have the opportunity to come out to a meeting or take advantage of what the associations are offering. So we try to bring them the association's information to them in their home or in their shop, wherever it's comfortable and convenient for them, so that they can learn as best as they can in that format, not only in the magazine but through our online site as well, because our magazines are online on our website, grecopublishing.com. They can take advantage of that, and you know, they can get a sample of it, and as well as learning, they can, you know, gather that and then take the next step and come out to the next meeting and say, okay, well, I learned this part online. Oh, okay, now I'll take the next step, and I'll make a point of getting to that meeting so that I'll be able to take advantage of all that's out there.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us with the people from Greco Publishing, the publishers of the Hammer Dolly magazine. See you next month.